Do mi so re fa la ti ti. Do mi so re fa la ti ti. When you know the notes to sing together, you can sing most anything. Weak voice, said Derek. I don't care what you say, said Hake, the bitter carer of what Derek says. Good morning, everybody. It's 9:01 now already. It's a.m. in the Pacific Daylight Time here in Los Angeles. And it is Friday the 17th of October of AD 2025. And we're going to have a fun, I think, maybe, loosey-goosey Hake report. The Hake report, that is. And you can call in. Some of you already on hold. 888-775-3773. And you can also super chat. Some of you already maybe have, which is thehakereport.com, or just go to buymeacoffee.com/thehakereport. Also open on YouTube and Rumble and other ways. All right, Streamlabs. Ko-fi, Ko-fi, coffee, Ko-fi.com/The Hake Report. All right, so nice, very cool. The views expressed on this show do not represent those of Hake, Bond, JLP, Anchor Baby, or anything. And some of the info may be false. Okay, so don't get riled. And anyway, if you're riled, you have believed the big lie of anger. Because there's no reason to get passionate. So a little disclaimer, disclaim yourself. Right? Jesus said, deny yourself. Something to that effect. So ease up, all right? No endorsement is implied, nor opposition implied toward like Zohran Mamdani, the new Obama, pot-taking Obama, allegedly. Not Obama being the pot taker. Don't know. Don't want to speculate. But the new Obama, which is Zohran Mamdani. Anyway, so blah, 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 blah. Is just for entertainment and general info. And also, like I said, some of it might not be true. Some of this info presented here. And so all these callers and super chatters and all that stuff. What's up, everybody? Nice to see you. Hello to Jim. Yeah, let me refresh. Hello to Jim in Alaska, who said, note to self, don't let Hake drive my ATV or whatever I might own. Because I crashed my friend's four-wheeler, riding it all recklessly. I was young, but I don't know. Have I really? People don't change much, they say, right? What's up to T-Fly Monkey, who says, Obama! Obama! I am not responsible for myself. I don't even represent myself. Ha! So, I think this is enough adieu. Adieu to you and you and you. Dun, 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 dun. Let's get right on with the Friday AJ Gallardo original theme song, The Hake Report. It's .com/show.
it's the Hake Report, the Hake Report, la la la. Oh, it's the Hake Report, the Hake Report, la la la.
Guys! Was that far enough from the mic to make it sound a little bit better so I'm not piercing your ears? Hope you're enjoying the AJ Gallardo original theme song. Gotcha. Nice.
Oh, it's the Hake Report, the Hake Report, la la la. Oh, it's the Hake Report, the Hake Report, la la la.
So, how you guys doing? I am fine. Just a second, though. Just a second, all right? I'm stepping out of the frame for just a second. Here, let me put this thing back on. Just a second. Just 1 second. Okay, that might have been 3, but I just wanted 1 more second. Everybody knows that a second is an exaggeration of how short it is, but I just wanted to fix something, okay? Oh, so, nice. Thanks for, bearing with me through that strange interlude. You know, I would like to get to a call or two here for you guys. You know, one of the calls that I like to get to, like on Fridays, for example, is Michael in Canada, who's on the line, I believe. Michael, how are you doing, sir?
It's the remix to Ignition, popping fresh out the kitchen. Mama rolling their body, got every man in your wishing.
Nice. Is that Sound of Music too?
What?
Is that from the Sound of Music?
It's R. Kelly, man.
Oh, close. Robert Kelly, I heard.
R. Kelly, Robert Kelly.
Nice. He's a great singer slash rapper. Is he a rapper too?
No, I don't think so.
Yeah, I don't know.
He carries himself like a rapper, but he's not.
Yeah.
He's like a gospel singer.
Nice. Except not necessarily Christian, I guess.
Not gospel, but, you know.
Black
I'm
music.
pretty sure he learned how to sing in church.
R&B. Yeah,
like
probably.
A good Christian man.
Yep.
Anyway. So, patati, patata, patati, patata. Hey, that's a good impression. William the Third. Hey, my man, let me tell you something, my guy. First of all, when is the last time that Hake made 2 segments with your boring calls? Hey? Never. And I will have more French lessons just for you. Tune out, we don't care. And let me tell
I'm
you
with
something
you, man.
too, man.
I'm on.
No, let me tell you something too. Your time is up. Our time is now.
That's
you
right.
Understand, man? That means that your boomer take is over. Kid like me, like I'm not a kid anymore, but you know.
Right.
Young people like me and Derek and all these young guys, true American. I'm not American, but I'm like American. Come and take over Canada. But we won't take it anymore.
I know what you mean.
Your time, you had the opportunity to buy whatever you want at a cost that was, we can say, acceptable. Now, we pay so much taxes. Americans pay so much taxes for people that don't even live in America, that they even can't afford to buy a home, my guy.
Yeah.
So now they're going to take over, man, and your little Jewish friend will have to take their own things. That's why they want a war with Iran, because they know it's coming. If it got a war with Iran, they take over the Middle East. They will not have to get your money anymore.
Oh.
And now that will be a big problem because they know everything about y'all. Their Mossad agents are everywhere. They know your nuclear weapon program. They know everything you do. And that's a big problem. And yeah, we're going to set the record straight. And then everything going to be fine. And stop talking crap about my guy from Germany, 38 Germany, man. This guy was a real one. And I'm white as him. I'm not a Spanish chibaguela.
That's
No,
funny,
I'm
man.
speaking French. French Canadian.
That's right.
You know?
I'm with
and I'm
you.
your biggest highlight. Not these Jewish. Look what this little Jewish do to his friends on this group chat. He throwing them all under the bus.
Is that true? Was it a Jewish guy who
he's
who
a little
leaked the
Jewish
telegram?
guy. Yeah, he's a little Jewish guy, and this guy.
I think he's a big Jewish guy. If it was him, and I don't know that it was him, you're referring to the Telegram group chat. Now, for those of you who may be lost, he was addressing another caller who criticized my segment with Michael in Canada last week or so, when Michael taught me some French pronunciation. And that was funny. And also that same caller is very pro-Israel, just like Hake is. So we love the Jews. And now he's talking about, Michael here is talking about, there's this guy named, what's his first name? William? Something Wax.
I don't know, man.
Something Wax. Wax.
A little beta
Telegram
name.
Leak.
And they talk crap about the others who was in the chat, but they don't talk crap about the snitch.
Right.
Who took that all to the liberal.
Mamdani, by the way,
banned, man.
Let's say Telegram. No. Young Republicans. Who leaked the Young Republican Telegram chat? Oh, Lord have mercy. Wax, right? Isn't it Wax? Yeah, Gavin Wax. Okay, Gavin Wax. And you're alleging that he's the one who indeed leaked it. He's denied leaking it.
I don't know. He's the one, but he didn't deny it.
Oh, he didn't deny it. I thought he denied it. But anyway.
Nope.
Okay, so
he said that's funny that everyone want me to be canceled when they say they're all anti-cancel culture. Whatever.
You know what's honestly funniest is that nobody should care because it's just talk.
Exactly.
It's just talk. There was no. I mean, some of it was gross, like allegedly gross. I heard that there was somebody like saying epic in reference to the R word, rape, and you don't refer to rape as epic. It doesn't sound right. But anyway, it's basically, it's basically joking around what it sounds like. And then in some cases, maybe they really do appreciate what your hero from Germany, World War II, 1938. I don't know what 1938 happened.
Not my hero, but I mean, we need a leader like him. We need a leader like him.
Well,
because he's exactly doing what Trump is doing, but Trump can't do what he really wants to do. You know what I mean?
I think Trump is doing it smarter than him. I bet you. I think Trump is smarter than Hitler.
But you know, at that time, people were pretty much rougher. You know, when you did something, you got beaten up.
Right. Because it's
all propaganda, man.
I heard that Hitler was a passionate person, and he was very nationalist, and he beat up people who were not nationalist enough. Because he was angry after World War I. He was very brave in World War I, they said, according to the report that I heard. And he, in between World War I and World War II, he beat up a guy who was not pro-Germany enough.
Yeah, because people don't know what they want.
Yeah. And so he beat up a weak non-nationalist person, but he was apparently a weak emotionally, anyway, at least at that point, nationalist person. Because that's not a reason to beat up somebody, I don't think. Allegedly.
I don't know,
I
man.
don't know what the situation really was, but based on that story, it didn't sound very
Because look at
good.
Canada. People don't know what they want.
I know.
They let all these foreigners come in here, thinking that it was going to be so cool, so great
But
to have
one
black
wrong.
and Indian friends, and now we just know that these people don't mix.
That's a
They
fact.
do their own thing, and they don't care. So we got our own thing over here in Quebec. We got our tradition, maple syrup, and all these things, you know. And these people don't care about that. So we got us, and there's them. There's a gap between us, so we can cohabit. Sorry.
Yeah.
But you understand what I mean. So it become a huge problem. And now that with the mass suicidal of the white race, they're going to take over really soon. I'm talking about 25 some years. And Canada is already screwed because we are so proud to be socialist that it doesn't work anymore because people take care of advantages of that. I don't talk about the migrants. I talk about the politicians.
Yeah.
It's truly
Both,
hard to
really.
to not take money that it's not yours. You know what I mean? So when there's a lot of money available like that, and you don't get nothing, and you become a politician, you want to take advantage of that. So you pretty much become corrupt. And you don't care about the people anymore. It's just your own pockets and your friends' pockets. And that's pretty much what's happening over here. You know, just changing a light signals, like red, green, and then yellow.
Yes.
It cost the city in Quebec, it cost them nearly $1 million for one sign.
Are you kidding me?
I'm not kidding at all. So there's people making money in that, you know? So
Corruption.
that's socialism for
If
y'all,
true.
American.
Yeah.
Socialism is a good thing in only one condition. People must be nationalists to their death, like our Germany friend. But even
well,
then,
whatever.
but you know, socialism was not a good thing. But here in Quebec, we were not a lot of people, you know. So it was working for a time, but when the baby boom happened, that's when, you know, there's too much of people, so a lot of people taking advantage of that. You know? Just like the migrants right now, they come over here, they get paid for whatever. You know, they buy them cars, they buy them house, they buy them whatever. So they got kids, they got child support, and child support around here is pretty big. You know, you got a friend who's broke, like he's very broke, and then the next day he got a kid. Now he's rich.
Wow.
Yeah, it's really like that over here. And people don't care about their kids really. It's just for the money, you know.
Yeah, that's a fact,
They buy
man.
themselves a car. They buy themselves some things. Yeah, there's some sensitive people, like someone I work at my jobs with. He took all those, put it in a bank account, and now his children is like, you know, he got well started in life because he got like $50,000 in his bank account.
Nice.
You know. Yeah. So some people are wise, quote unquote, but some others just don't care about their kids. And you can know when someone don't care about his kids is when he spoiled them too much, because they trying to, you know, not feel guilty, not being their life's children.
Man.
Oh, it's more than true over here. It's a pandemic, man. People at 6 months, they drop their kids and they go back to work. Mama's the father of the family, and everything's wrong around here, but people just don't know. We are rich. In Canada over here, if we could take over our natural supplies, and we could be rich and doing things with America in a good way, and just be as one. But people just don't know, and they're feed a lot of type of people. You know, people over here hate Trump to their core. Most of people hate Trump, and they don't even know why.
Yeah.
He's not our president. They think it's the fault of Trump is their tariff and we all lost in our economy. No, it's not his fault. Look at the phony you elect. This man is a phony. It's not even funny. President Trump called him president. Where's the president of Canada? And afterward, Carney went and see Donald, and he told him, "Hey, thank you, Mr. Trump. You gave me a new title. You called me president." Oh, he said, "Oh, sorry. At least I didn't call you governor."
Nice. That's right. Of the 51st state.
Yeah, it should be, because if it happens, I pray to God it will happen one day. People will be frustrated first, but when they realize our money will be better and our economy will be better, it's going to become real quick. They're going to be happy and everything's going to be fine.
Yeah.
But they just don't know. Like you say, I don't know.
That's right. And that's
so, yeah,
for sure.
man. Your time is up. Our time is now. And your little Jewish friend gonna have to take care of themselves. And all of those foreigners too, because, mass migration is a bad thing, and now you get to have mass deportation. And that's why people hate Hitler, because he did the same thing, but now they're trying to took some pieces in there that happened in some places and trying to make a story about it. It's all propaganda. It's all white guilt.
Yeah. I think that's true, man.
I'm out, man. Have a nice day.
You as well, sir. Appreciate you, man. How's your back doing, by the way?
Fine, man. I'm a soldier, man. I don't care about that. Hey, I'm your greatest ally. I will die for y'all. Say that to William.
Thank you, sir.
Have a nice day, bro.
You too. Out. Let me get to Jermaine in Canada. Oh, Jermaine. Call back when you want, when you're able. Let's get to David in Ocala, Florida, on the line over here. David, thanks for calling, sir, and holding.
Hey, good morning. Good afternoon.
Afternoon, yes. That's right.
Yeah, I didn't get a chance to watch your show yesterday until after it was over, and I saw you brought up that Robert Morris piece of crap.
Oh, cool. Yeah. I was wondering, I kind of assumed you were in my chat yesterday, but yeah, because you brought him up saying Trump is not as smart as y'all think, because he had that woman, Paula White, as his spiritual advisor, and Robert Morris was on his team back in 2016 through 2020.
Right.
And Robert Morris, this pastor, megachurch pastor from somewhere,
Gateway.
64 years old today, but back in his early to mid 20s, he was messing around with a 12 to 16-year-old gal, or 12 to 15-year-old gal, 16, I guess. And that 12 to 15-year-old gal became turned into a 54-year-old or 50-something-year-old accuser, and he pleaded guilty to violating S-word, Julie, sexually violating a minor, a so-called child, 12-year-old,
Yeah, there's a picture of her.
Decades later, but yeah. I saw a picture of her and him, and they looked similar of age. Both present day and, granted, she was young. She was 12, is too young. We all know that, and we all agree.
Well, picture of her at 12 says it all, dude. Okay, because the mistake that was made was by her father letting that guy in his house.
Yeah, he was a traveling evangelist at that time. Right. That's ridiculous. These Christians letting grown young men at the height of their lustful hormones into the home with beautiful young ladies.
Yeah, well, here's the deal, man. This guy, comes into these people's house on Christmas Day and sneaks out of his bedroom, leaving his wife and baby to go in and mess with a 12-year-old little girl because she was still a little girl. Okay?
What I think,
she looked like,
I think the story was that he invited her into his room. He might have been traveling and away from his wife and kid or something. I'm not sure exactly what it was, but anyway, his room, her room, either way, they were in the same room together, and that's bad news.
Yeah. Well, it's Christmas
Continue
Day,
your
too,
story.
so,
Yeah. Christmas Day, 82.
Yeah, so I guarantee you she had a lot of post-traumatic stress disorder, okay?
After
and
that?
Because of that. Yeah, because, every Christmas she's going to be thinking about what happened to her. And the thing is this is what I don't like about it is how the father handled it because he just sort of covered it up. And they said that Robert Morris went through a restoration process. Okay, yeah,
Uh-huh.
I got some restoration process for you. I'd have beat him into, I would have messed that guy up. But are you going to come into my house and do something like that, and say you're a Christian, And he's not the only one. There's another guy that from Warsaw, Indiana, about 3 years ago. His victim confronted him in the church. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
When she was 16 years old, he got her in his office and, got her on the floor of the church, bro. And just, these young, it devastates these girls. So at 65 years old, this guy, his name was John Lowe II, finally decides, I'm going to tell the church I made a mistake 20 years ago and blah, blah, blah. Well, it was really 27 years ago.
Uh-huh.
And you can go look the video up. This young girl and her husband go up in the church and confront him at the podium, at the, up front. It's all videotaped and it's on YouTube. And
Uh-huh.
that's what these people deserve. They deserve to get shamed. I mean, just absolutely. And for Robert Morris to get a 10-year suspended sentence for what he did to Cindy is ridiculous.
You think so?
That's just, heck yeah. He gave him 6 months, man. I mean, come on.
So the John Lowe, the second guy, was 16 27 years before when he, quote unquote, abused her.
Yeah, she was 16 and he was 37.
You know what this reminds me of, this type of thing?
What?
It reminds me of the woman caught in adultery, and the Pharisees dragged her over to Jesus and said, "What should we do? We caught her in adultery." And so they're trying to stone these men publicly, stone their character anyway, throw stones at their character.
They deserve it. They're supposed to be above reproach. Okay?
Yeah, you are supposed to be. That's right.
Yeah.
Above reproach. But 27 years ago, maybe he repented between those times.
It don't matter if he repented. That's the problem. See, y'all think that you just got this magic little word you can say to God, "I'm sorry." Okay, like in the gangster movies.
Aren't you a Christian? Isn't that how it works? He forgives your sins.
That's between them and the Lord. Okay,
right.
I think that the thief on the cross is taken out of context.
Yep.
I don't think you can live like the devil. Okay. And then just all of a sudden say, "Oh, God, I'm sorry," because you know what? They don't want to go to hell is what it is. That's why they're sorry. Okay, if you ever notice, these people are always usually older when this goes down.
Yeah, who wants to go to hell? Nobody.
Yeah, right.
Or a lot of people don't.
The other thing is listen, he got them people in his church, okay, supposedly they're going to give him $800,000 a year is what he signed up for when he retired, this Robert Morris guy. Can you imagine that? You get out of that and you get $800K a year
because he did all that work for all those years. Shouldn't he get paid?
Yeah, but
he built a massive church with a bunch of employees.
Yeah, you want to know where he got rich from? Is making all those people tithe to him, okay? Because
he didn't make them. He's not like tithe or I kill you.
He guilt tripped them people so hard.
You think so?
Telling them you're robbing God. And
did he? This particular pass, you're talking about Robert Morris now?
Yeah, you're robbing God.
Are you familiar with this guy? You're familiar with how he preached about tithing? He said you're robbing God? Or do other pastors talk like that?
Other pastors talk like that.
And so you're assuming that about Robert Morris, or are you?
I've seen the video.
Oh, you've seen him talk like that?
Yes, and this is what he told his congregation. He goes, "I tell you what,
we should try
you
that one
for a year, and if God don't bless you like I'm telling you, I'll give you your money back." So when this whole thing went down, all these people went to Gateway and said, "Hey, man, I want my tithe money back," because
because God wasn't blessing them because they have a judgmental spirit.
I have no idea, but you have to report that. The churches have to report that money to the government now. Get what I'm saying? You get like a 1099 if you tithe more than $600 in a year to a church.
Oh, okay.
You know that, right? So you
can
take it off your taxes. Yeah.
You write off your taxes. You write off your donations as a tax write-off, right? Yeah. I'm familiar with that.
You can only write off so much that you give to the church, okay? The government doesn't let you give the whole thing, but they have to keep track of how much money you give them, unless you're giving them cash, and you're not disclosing who you are. But most people, would write them a check. You know what I'm saying? They keep track of it. Yeah. Anyhow, so he did that. But one other thing, man, I want to let you know about. There's a case that just went down on, it was the 9th of October. Yeah, October 9th. The kid's name, he's 26 years old. His name was Elijah Wilkes. He accidentally bumps into a plainclothes officer, and they pull over on the side of the road, and he gets out. This is all filmed on the body cam. He gets out, and the Elijah, the black kid, smacks this plainclothes cop upside the head with his gun.
Yeah.
And the cop shoots him and kills him.
Yep. JLP Talk covered this on his show this week.
Oh, did he?
And the family admitted for once, my son was wrong.
Right. But at first, then blacks are trying to make it look like it was a racial thing. There was this girl. He didn't hit him he didn't pistol whip him and all this and that. And it's a good thing that officer had body cam, because you'd have another, George Floyd thing probably going on there.
Yeah.
Yeah, so,
I think that might have been on Wednesday. Let me see. Just curious. Anyway, I wonder, the video is just undeniable, because the guy is all aggressive and he's like driving into the cop. And then he gets out acting like the cop was the off-duty officer driving his own personal car, I think. Maybe it was Tuesday. Crazy. That's
so it's a good, but at least they admitted that they were wrong. But that F around and find out. I guess he effed around and found out.
Yeah.
We need more of that. Last night I was talking to a friend of my family's at Bible study at my parents' house, and I forgot, but you can open carry now here in the state of Florida. You don't even have to have a certificate or anything. As long as you don't have a felony, you can just carry a gun on your side like the Wild Wild West.
That's cool. I love that. That's how it should be.
I know, but these stores won't let you come in, like Home Depot and stuff like that. They're like, no, you can't come in here with a gun. There's a bunch of them like that. They got signs up there. But I want you to know something, Hake. From calling you and talking with you and everything like that, I decided I'm not going to carry. Okay.
Oh, okay. Because of your concern about your own hot temper.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Well, first off, I think I told you once that I realized if I pull a gun out, first off, I got to be prepared to kill somebody, and I got to be prepared to die. Okay.
Right.
And here's the problem with it: you accidentally pull a gun out on the wrong person, and you could get rung up. You follow what I'm saying? Okay.
Yeah.
You could do have some serious implications on your hands.
That's true.
And I just figured, hey, man, just use your fists, okay?
Well, use your calm and manly spirit first,
right?
And your awareness, they say, is your first line of defense. Not getting caught unawares.
Yeah, well, yeah, I told you about that. Well, is I don't want any trouble, and then whack. Okay, got me.
Right.
But anyway, so do you think that this guy, and I'll get off the phone. Do you really think that this now this Cindy girl against Robert Morris, she's got a civil suit against him for $1 million.
Uh-huh.
But do you think that this guy only deserves 6 months for doing this? Okay, I mean, what do you think?
Oh, going back to the guy,
Yeah, the Robert Morris guy. Do you think he only deserves 6 months in jail for this? I mean, this is ridiculous.
I personally think that it might be fair. I haven't really looked deeply into the case. I just read the Wikipedia article, and I heard we're watching that cop versus black dude story, by the way, on the Jesse Lee Peterson show, if you're watching the video. But meanwhile, I'm talking about this Robert Morris situation. JLP covered it, and he talked about the spirit of revenge that's going on, because I don't think that you realize that there's an evil spirit of revenge against the man, period. Not just Robert Morris personally, but men, period. They want to destroy men. And anytime a man does anything, whether it's wrong or not wrong, in the case of Trump, he hasn't done anything wrong, and they want to destroy him.
Uh-huh.
So that's what he's pointing out. And that's what I'm tried to point out with these people. It's kind of like the Pharisees bringing the woman who caught in adultery, according to that story that was added to the Bible, saying, what should we do with them? The law says we should stone such women.
Mm-hmm.
And I think you have an undue hyper protectiveness on these young ladies who themselves are no innocent people. This woman stayed with him. I mean, kept on fooling around with him for years. Granted, you can say, oh, she was afraid or whatever, but she didn't tell her parents for years until
right. I know.
So I don't know if she was traumatized or not. She might have been, and what was wrong with her that she would have fallen for such a situation? Maybe her parents didn't quite raise her right. The dad was foolish to allow the man in the home, the young man in the home. Right. So anyway, I think that it might be fair, because this thing was 40 some years ago, and he already claims, according to this story, that he got forgiveness from the family and from her personally, but she held on to it to get money, to get revenge. And I understand the wanting money and revenge, because that's a messed up situation. He didn't actually have sex with her, I don't think. He just pet her and kissed her, which is gross. You shouldn't do that. But so I don't think that it was well, according to this story, right? Did she even claim that he raped her?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I can't. I don't know for sure. But the bottom line is that, dude, she was still a child. Okay.
I get that.
Just because you're an old criminal now, okay.
Yeah.
Just because you're an old rapist, okay, doesn't mean that you're. Who cares that you're 80 years old? You're still a piece of crap.
64,
okay?
But
no, I know. I'm just using that age. They find these 80-year-old killers, okay, from DNA.
Oh, right,
genealogy and stuff. They still killed somebody, 45, 50 years ago. Doesn't matter that they're 80.
Well, he's now permanently on his Wikipedia article and everything. They say your name is everything, right? A good name is really good. Even the Bible says that in the wisdom. And now his reputation among the people is like forever tarnished, if you will, as a so-called sex offender. That's permanently on his name, and he's on probation for 10 years. He's humiliated,
still a millionaire, though. He's still a millionaire.
But he's not a millionaire just off of that girl. He's a millionaire off
ripping
off.
he's a millionaire off that church, off the backs of those people.
Yeah, but that's a separate
from God.
That's a separate issue. From whatever he did and that he's paying for the sex crime, So.
But that lady, the girl that was going to get stoned in the Bible, that was the law, okay,
right,
of the Jews. If you caught somebody, Jesus was trying to show compassion.
Yeah.
Ye without sin cast the first stone, okay? he wanted to bring up, reality to them. Hey, listen, you're no better than her because you probably did something else. Okay?
And we're no better than Robert Morris.
Well, I sort of disagree with that. When you mess, even God said, listen, if you cause a little one to sin, it's better that you have a millstone tied around your neck and you cast yourself into the sea.
But who's the one who caused her to sin?
He did.
No.
He went
I respectfully
after her,
disagree with you, man.
That's okay. That's why I called you, because I had an idea that you disagreed with.
Yeah.
How do you hold a 12-year-old responsible when you got a 21-year-old supposedly man that's in control of the situation, dude?
I remember when I was 12, one of the light-skinned Latina cholas had a 25-year-old boyfriend who was in prison. Side note. Anyway, because I feel like I sinned long before I was 12.
Sure you did.
Yeah, so I was caused to sin by, I don't know, like my siblings or my parents getting me mad, and the world, like my parents not preparing me to be strong and tough and bear up against the attacks of the world, the evil world.
They tried to what was it? What's the word I'm looking for? They tried to protect you, huh?
Yeah, it was I was kind of like
shelter. They sheltered you.
Yeah, I might have been like a little sheltered, and also like they tried to be perfect, but they weren't perfect, right? Just like everybody.
No, nobody's. Yeah, no parent's perfect.
Yeah,
but you weren't. Hey, listen. You weren't stealing earrings at Ecker's drugstore for your mom and bringing them home like I was. Okay.
But I was caused to sin by my own like parents, if you will. Just as every child is caused to sin by their own parents, and it's horrible.
Did that happen? How did your parents cause you to sin?
Because my parents were my first picture of God.
Okay.
And my first picture of the devil. Not that I thought of them as the devil. I did flip off my mom behind my back as a little kid one time. And so...
little Hake hiding around the corner. Take this, Mom.
Yeah.
I'll show you.
She was like scolding me, and I held my hand behind my back and stuck down my middle finger. Don't do that, kids. And so that's hate. That's hate. Hating my mom. That's not right. Hating my mom for scolding me, and I didn't think it was fair or whatever. Leave me alone, Mom.
You didn't hate her. You were upset at the moment. Dude, I had to tell my mother I was sorry because one day we were sitting at this kitchen table, and there was a lamp that hung down, a lamp for lighting up that table hung down, on top of it. Anyway, I got my mother so upset she stood up and went to take a swing at me. And she hit that lamp instead of hitting me. And I stood up and I laughed at her, okay? I pointed at her and I started laughing at her. And then she really broke out crying, okay?
Right.
So about 10 years ago, went over my whole life on all those kind of things like that. Of course, my mom never remembered that incident, probably. Yeah, but I called her up and told her I was sorry and I apologized to her about it, So, yeah. And that's what repentance is, okay?
Yeah.
Okay, that's what true repentance is. And so I'll leave you with this. If Robert Morris was truly repentive, when this girl came to him like 2 years ago, Cindy came to him 2 or 3 years ago.
5, I think. Multiple times over the years, though, yeah.
Oh, yeah. She came to him and she said, listen, I just want some money for the therapy that I spent money on all these years. And he told her, yeah, well, you got to sign a non-disclosure agreement. Well, I guarantee after they arrested him, he wished he would have just gave her the money. Okay? And that would have been true repentance if he would have said, listen, I tell you what, I'm wrong. This is what I'm going to do. He's a multimillionaire. This is what I'm going to do. I'm going to give you, this amount of money for all your pain and suffering and all that. I'm really, truly sorry for what I did. And would you please just not tell anybody about it? And that's how I would have left it if I was him and moved on, okay? And that would have been true repentance to me, okay? What do you think about that?
I think it totally sounds nice what you're saying, but I don't think that's how human nature is. Like, I I'm with you on like the positive vibes and good feelings and trying to do right by a person, even a gal.
Even a gal.
Because I I get irritated by women at times because they get all woman.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, right. Yeah, in fact, my wife's out of town this weekend, and I'm actually having a great time.
Yeah.
Sort of glad I get the house to myself.
Right, a little peace.
Right.
But I'm with you on that, but I don't think that's how human nature is. Like, it'll...
Well, no, he's a narcissist.
Well, I'm not just talking about him, but I'm also
sorry.
talking about her. Her, too. Because, look, you pointed out he's a multi-millionaire, and that might be playing on her mind, the fact that I was violated by this guy when I was underage. And now look at him. He's a multi-millionaire. He was just a little starting out, wet behind the ears, traveling evangelist when we knew him. And my parents and I forgave him, quote unquote. And now I'm
he's walking around, walking around thinking he's like something special. Because that guy, first time I laid eyes on him 15 years ago or so and saw him on TV, I was like, I knew he was bad. I said, that's a bad dude. I don't know what the deal is, but, it's like here, when I used to walk past, my mom used to take me grocery shopping when I was like 11 years old, so I know how much stuff costs. And I'm telling you, hey, this is no lie. When I'd walk past that Wheatie box and see, God, what was his name? The guy that won the decathlon back then. Bruce Jenner.
Yeah, Bruce Jenner.
I see Bruce Jenner on the Wheatie box, and I thought to myself, I don't know what it is, but there's something wrong with that dude. And when he came out and, said he wanted to be a woman, I couldn't believe it. Because I remembered at 11 years old looking at him, thinking, something's wrong with that guy. I can't put my finger on it. And that's the same thing I thought of when I saw this Robert Morris guy. Something's wrong with him. I just can't put my finger on it.
Was it the Wheaties box that you saw in the Wheaties box told you he looked bad? He looked wrong?
No. When I just saw his picture, I just thought there's just something.
Back when he was an Olympian.
Yeah. Right after he won all those gold medals and stuff, I'd even see him on TV, and I'd be like, man, there's just something ain't right with this guy. I just don't know what it is. Okay?
Is it the one where he has his arms raised? Because this one doesn't look right to me either.
Yeah, that's the one that they used to have.
But which running? But yeah, he does look sort of. I knew a gal back in the 80s when I was when I was a kid, who had this same haircut, and it was a woman, as he has. He has like sort of girly long hair, and I get that the 80s they did have long hair in the 80s sometimes.
Yeah, we all had that hair like that.
Yeah, but I don't know. He claims that he always had these feelings.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
Right.
I had to look at him. He just don't look right. Something don't look like right about him, man.
He's like a pretty boy.
And then look at him in Vanity Fair.
Yeah, terrible. Nasty.
I mean, if this don't show you that these are the last days, man, I mean, come on, dude. When men want to become women, and we can't even tell you, all that. That's the one good thing Trump and his administration has done is try to put a stop to this insanity.
Yeah.
Okay, get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Look, a woman's a woman, a man's a man. The only thing, I know you got to go. I just want to leave you with this, man. For us to give Argentina $40 billion, that's what I'm talking about. You can't trust these people, okay? We got to get this. Just think if we would stop giving all this money away and put it into our own citizens, how great this country could be.
$40 billion to Argentina is what we're given for some reason?
Yeah, we're giving them like $40 billion to help their economy out or something. I mean, it's ridiculous, okay? And just think about all the money that was been given to all these other countries, including Israel, how prosperous we would be.
And you and I both love Israel.
Well, I love the people of Israel. I wanted to say this, too. I'm glad you brought that up. I love the people of Israel. I don't love the government of Israel.
How about Bibi?
There's a difference. You like Bibi?
Yeah, what about Bibi? Do you love Bibi like me?
He's okay. I don't know. I don't know him that well.
Me neither, but what little I know, I appreciate that guy. I think
I
he's
think
manly.
I think he's a sponge, dude. If you really want to know the truth, he's sponging like the rest of these cats.
Soaking up as much money and favor as he can.
Yeah, because they're all.
What is a sponge? What's a sponge?
Like sucking off the government, sucking off the people, getting rich off of like Hillary Clinton. You know what I'm saying?
Whoa, okay.
Yeah, something
Dang.
like Obama, writing a book about my father, or whatever. They're just crazy.
Yeah.
And now they need to just get him out. I mean, I guess Mitch McConnell fell down again the other day or something like that. I mean, get these people out of here.
Fair enough.
All right. Hey, man, you have a great weekend, Hake, and thanks for letting me talk about this pastor because he really upset me, okay?
Yeah.
I mean, I literally, if I was her father, they wouldn't have been worried about no restoration process, okay, because he would have got restored in a hospital, okay? If you come into my house and do something like that to one of my kids, okay, and if people would think more like that and do their job to protect their children, less of this kind of stuff would happen, because they'd be thinking, hey, man, that crazy guy in Florida beat that guy to bits when he, found out he molested his daughter. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So anyway, hey, have a great day, buddy. All right?
You too, sir. Take care.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye. Wow. Interesting times, guys. Jermaine in Canada on the line here. Jermaine, thanks for calling back. How you doing?
Hello?
Hey, Jermaine.
Oh, hey, Hank. How are you?
Doing fine.
Nice. Get it off your chest Friday.
You always act like you're like I called you. You're like, hello?
Yeah, because I have my Bluetooth on.
Okay.
And I have to disconnect it because if I don't disconnect it and
it sounds crazy.
If my hands touch it, it will automatically cut the call off.
Oh, okay.
So,
nice.
Yeah. Hey, why are you calling me, man? I'm at work. Nice. So you probably have heard about the bill or the new executive order Trump is implementing for the cut for medicine. So it's lowering the price for a lot of different medicine.
In vitro fertilization and such. TrumpRx.
Yeah.
He's trying to lower the cost of prescription drugs for Americans. I can appreciate the thought, of course.
Yeah, I appreciate that too. I guess more people will be able to afford,
if they need it,
their medicine.
Yeah.
But what do you think about him bailing these females out, though?
Oh, with the IVF treatments because they waited too long to have babies?
Yeah.
I'm not sure. I heard that IVF is immoral, or it's at least morally questionable because it involves killing of a lot of babies, which is to say embryos. And so so a lot of Christians and normal people who value life have moral qualms about that. And so I don't know. And then the other thing is like, I am for a little mercy on women who have been brainwashed to wait too long. Or, because we've been socially engineered by the government and the culture and the unchristian people and even the Christians and our evil minds to wait and wait and wait and just be overgrown children and never get married and have children if that's what we're meant to do. And so I am for having a little mercy on the people and letting them have the babies. Hopefully they don't come out autistic. Not that there's anything wrong with that. So I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah.
I have no mercy. Suffer and die.
Yeah. You know what? And it's good for a woman not to accept her lot in life, whatever it be. And it's good for a man and a woman to accept reality, what is. Family and marriage and children, that's not salvation. In fact, it's often hell. You're causing the little ones that you have to sin. Like I told David in Ocala. It's spreading hate. Granted, it gives the opportunity for love and life and producers in the world. Look at Elon Musk. He's producing a lot of worldly value in the world, and a lot of other people who are not necessarily rich or creating jobs or whatever, but they're good workers, or they're adding to society. And then some people are some of these babies that people are making are taking away from society. They're murderers, thieves, and leeches. Shout out. Human beings, but leeches, if you will. Leeching off the government and the people. So, yeah, I'm kind of with you. I like the mercilessness a little bit. Life is merciless at times. Yeah.
Yeah. Because when I was watching the live, I'm like, yeah, it sounds like a good thing because, they're not having babies and, the Muslim or Arabic, whatever you want to call them.
Yeah.
And they're the ones popping out all the babies.
And Hispanics and Asians. Yep.
Yeah, so I was kind of using that to justify, but I'm like, nah, I'm in my thoughts about this one. No mercy. Let them suffer and die. because we're kind of incentivizing them to, chase a career, get educated, which is a terrible thing.
Yeah.
And then they end up hating the man for their purpose. And they have their own purpose and they fall away from it. So it creates this dichotomy that we're in.
Yeah.
And now they're crying, we can't have babies. Like, what the?
Yeah. What a mess.
It is a mess. So one more thing before I go. You know that post that Trump did on the Hamas people? Because after the ceasefire was over, they start killing each other.
Yeah.
Allegedly, right?
Uh-huh.
So I posted on because I have two Instagram. I posted on my personal Instagram, and I'm just getting attacked left and right in my inbox. I'm like, what the?
Oh, funny, because you posted something about good for Trump threatening Hamas, gonna go in and kill him if the group doesn't stop killing, or what?
I pretty much say, listen, right? These people are full of hatred, and now they have no so-called enemies to fight anymore because of the ceasefire and the negotiation that's going on.
Yeah.
They're turning on each other now. So where's the love, right?
Yep.
And people are just upset about it. And I have a couple, well, I wouldn't say friend, but people I know that's Arabic. They're from what's that place called again? I forgot, but whatever. And they're like, bro, you're so retarded. Like, what are you talking about? Israel are evil. I'm like, they're like, do you think Hamas is killing their own people? It's Israel and it's U.S. They're the one masked up. I'm like, do you have proof of this? They're like, no, what are you talking about? You're retarded, man. I'm like, you need to get educated. I'm like, okay, I understand. And I'm like, I wish you guys well, and I'm not going to argue with them because there's no point, right? So it's interesting to see the hatred that they have for Israel, but they also that hatred is driving them to say and do crazy stuff.
Yeah,
it is whatever. Yeah,
totally, man. Those side takers are psycho. Totally psycho, man.
Oh, yeah. And you know what? Michael from Canada is so right, man. I have a cousin that lives in Montreal. All they do is pop out babies to get more money. It's crazy. You can literally live off that money you get from the government by having babies. Yeah, it's really bad.
Who knew that the world would be so backwards, rewarding evil and punishing good? Communism.
Yeah.
Thank you, Jermaine.
All right, man. Enjoy your Friday show. Sweet.
Thank you, sir. Take care.
Bye.
Bye. What a mess, huh? Hang tight, callers. I see you. All right? Let me read the super chats, all right, if you don't mind. Over on YouTube, in order to be faster, I'm not necessarily going to show them on screen, all right? Terry's bought a coffee. Look at me dominating the chat with my bright colors. Crown, #1 chat hype gal, and gave a super chat. Right on. Thank you, Terry. Very cool. I feel bad not showing you guys the thing. That's not right. Here, let me see. Anyway, let me read Cesar or Cesar. Sup, Hake? Regarding your favorite conspiracy theory? Which one was... Oh, the flat earth thing. I sent you a picture on X on how I jokingly like to picture the earth. Yeah, I saw that, Cesar or Cesar. I had missed this yesterday. He gave this to me yesterday. And so looks like they covered up there was like a title here that has been blacked out, apparently, I'm guessing. And it looks like how the earth looks, sort of, and it's like this snow globe type of thing, except there's a globe underneath the earth, like the globe continues underneath the earth. A snow globe is a half hemisphere, but this is a full sphere, double hemisphere, with elk or deer hanging out in the tree of life, I guess. And the tree is coming out of a volcano-looking thing, or else that's a thick tree-looking thing. And the volcano-looking thing with the sun in it, behind it or whatever, has a rainbow coming down into the earth through the ice walls, I guess, of the flat earth, and down into the castle here. Is at the gates of I don't know what. And then there's a serpent crawling up the tree. This tree is holding up the earth. I guess this tree branches go all the way through. There's 2 branches and a central trunk thing goes all the way up, and the branches kind of come back together with the fluff of the leaves and things, and the tree kind of grows seemingly through this. Is it actually a volcano thing at the center of the earth? And I don't know. And there's a snake that's eating its tail, kind of like Sticks and Hexenhammer, or Sticks Hexenhammer 666. Shout out. JLP called him Beta one time. But he's married now, living on his own, away from his parents. But he was doing fine. Smart guy. And then there's like somebody throwing fire from one side and somebody throwing water from the other side. And look, there's the bald eagle there, and a hand patting his head up at the top of the tree. And so Cesar or Cesar jokingly thinks that's what the earth looks like. It's a pretty fantastical image. Look at all these snakes. You never seen so many snakes. What is this snake pit? Nice, Cesar or Cesar. Pretty cool. And the image comes from a Freemason who was featured on JLP as a soundbite. Yeah. JLP interviewed a Freemason. I don't know if I saw that one. I saw bits of it, at least. The Fallen State. Years ago. The person wrote a book and used the image for the cover. Huh. I made sure to block out the title of the book. Oh, nice. And the author in case you'd like to show it on stream. Thank you, sir. Be safe, peoples. 10. Dominican hands emoji. P.S. I disavow anything Freemason. I firmly believe it's a satanic cult. And let me fact check you. Oh, Lord. Is Freemasonry a satanic cult? Question mark? No, Freemasonry is not a satanic cult, claims Google, which is a satanic cult website. They got rid of their motto or whatever, which was don't be evil. They got rid of that. Right? Wasn't that Google? I don't know. It is a fraternal organization, meaning a brotherhood, men's organization, with roots or roots. Is it roots or roots? In medieval, it sounds like half evil? No, medieval. I don't understand that, but it's medieval times, you know, with the knights and kings and stuff, I guess. What is that, the Dark Ages? I don't know. Stonemason guild that is dedicated to charitable work and moral self-improvement. Huh. Claims of a link to Satanism are based on misinformation. Okay, so that you know it's true. If they call it misinformation, that means that it's true. Sometimes. Historical hoaxes and conspiracy theories, many of which turn out to be true. You know, like JLP says, even the Christians are atheists. To become a Freemason, one must profess a belief in a supreme being often referred to as the great architect of the universe. Because they work with architects, right? Freemason, the Masons, right? You stonemason, you build stuff that has been architected. The specific deity can differ based on the member's personal faith, Christianity. See? So the Freemasons can be Christians. Boom, in your face. I choose to believe Google, which is evil. Judaism, Islam. Whoa, 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 whoa. Muslim? Freemasons? Maybe. Satanists, by definition, reject the worship of God. Whatever. This is actually type stuff. I bet you there is Satanists in the Freemason, among the Freemasons. What is Satanism? Do what thou wilt. That's what everybody does. You do what you want. You're like, God will judge me. Oh, I believe in Jesus. Jesus says, love your enemy. I'll let Jesus decide that. I'm not Jesus. Secular organization. Universal brotherhood, morality, and ethics. Ethics is a liberal word. We shouldn't do ethics. It's only morality. I don't know. Whatever. Forget your morals and values, right? Drop your morals and values. You don't know. Critics point to symbols like the square and compasses in the all-seeing eye and give them a satanic or sinister interpretation. Why? Because they look creepy. But they have a different meaning, often relating to morality and the concept of a divine order. Yeah, it's kind of like these, what does Shiva look like? Is Shiva a good person in the Hindu thing or a good god? Shiva. Oh, Lord. Not that. I'm not talking about the morning. I'm talking about that thing. That is creepy as heck. And what, that's supposed to be like a good thing? Oh, no, no, no. You are not going to convince me that this is a good thing. That is forever scary. So anyway, thanks, Cesar. Look at, anyway, don't look. Nice, thank you, sir. I appreciate it. Oh, look at all these super chats. More supers. At this point, just call me Mike. Hake, are you the real-life version of Archie Mystery? Shocked face. Spectacle. DNA. Strand. Double helix. Emoji. Side eye. The rock thing. Looking, I think. Emoji. I don't know what Archie Mystery is. Is that like the Archie books? Archie's Weird Mysteries. Remember Archie? Oh, yeah, he's red-haired. Is Archie Christian? I feel like he was sort of Christian, or there were like Christian versions of the Archie books. I don't know. Is he Christian in the comics? Let's find out. Is Archie Christian? The mainstream Archie character is not explicitly Christian, though he has appeared in specifically Christian-themed comics. Yeah, how'd they do that without, like, a copyright thing? His religion is generally not the focal point in the standard Archie comic series, which focus on universal teen concerns like romance, friendship, and school life. A Christian comic series. In the 70s, a born-again Christian artist named Al Hartley received permission from Archie Comics to license the characters for a line of comics published by Spire Christian Comics. Those are the ones that I read. There's only one way. He's right. The cop is saying, it's the one-way street, and you're going the wrong way. And the Christian says, he's right. There's only one way to the Father, through Jesus. Nice. It's distinct from the main comic continuity, all right? That's funny. He got a license. Nice. Thank you, Mike. Sweet. JC from Little Rock, Arkansas. That's quite unfortunate you're monetized again. Ask the Right Reverend Peterson what's it mean to sleep like a virgin? Laughing face with tears. It's a Madonna song. Biblical question answer. It's better to be good. That's what my answer is too, huh? Great minds think alike. Just call us twins, JC. We're like reverse sides. Everything you are is what I'm the opposite. Except we're both Christians. Being good means you'll do good. Yeah. For example, I'm good for calling you and him for being sexist, racist, misogynist, defending rapists. But Robert Morris didn't R her. And Trump didn't R her. Not even with his hands. Sorry, ladies, kids. Speaking of which, you said that yes so quickly to defend that gateway pastor that it seemed like an automatic response. It scares me. Whew. To think how you get in parks or maternity wards, James Hake defends pedos. It's not a real pedophile, though, man. When you were 21, I bet you liked 12, 13-year-olds who were, like, a little bit grown and fit looking. Not that it's right. I disclaim, but back in the day, that's what they did. In the olden days. Now we're supposed to deny nature and pretend, oh, only at 18. Like I heard this word called twink, and twink refers, when I looked it up, because some Greenwall said it. Don't blame me, blame Greenwall. And twink means, okay, an 18 to something year old, 18 to 25-year-old. I'm like, oh, okay, yeah, 18. Wink emoji. I don't buy that. The whole point is to look like a little boy. Anyway, side note. Gross. Even Michael is saying R. Kelly to you because of what you said. I stand with R. Kelly. Is R. Kelly a Trump supporter? Anyway, I feel at times I'm the only one who calls you out on these sick views, but you're scary because you don't protect children. You protect predators. No, I do protect children. Kids, don't say idiot too much. See? Protection. But you're scary because you don't protect children. You protect predators. Whatever. Sometimes the kids are predators. Super predators. No conscience, no empathy. And these gals, they're predators too. Give me money. Merciless. Unforgiving. It's not right. Revengeful. Vengeful. Vengeance is mine, said the Lord. But this Cindy woman took vengeance through man. Against a man. And against herself. And if you don't believe me, your own words from yesterday prove it that I protect predators, claims he. I just failed at stopping you because I don't know how to call the FBI. Oh, you should have just asked me. I call the FBI like every day, twice a day. I call the FBI for breakfast. We love the feds. There are good feds, I bet you. I'm surprised I never have. Says Joel protected you, but God will judge you, Elvis. Elvis? What's wrong with Elvis? Just because he took black music and made it palatable and better and more listenable. Shout out. I like Big Mama Thornton, I guess. Good luck on the debate. Hopefully you won't be fake like you usually are on those events. Bye, James, says old JC. Nice. Okay, so JC, Cesar. Oh, wait. What was that? Where did I leave off? Mike? Really? Did I just... Mike, Archie? Did I do Archie in like less than 2 minutes? Cesar, Cesar. Freemason. Earth. Oh, yeah, but that was also Terri. Terri, Cesar, Freemason, Earth. Just catching up on my Supers coffee. I like to keep track, okay? Thank you, guys and gals. Popcorn says, a little Friday morning afternoon clean joke to bring some laughter heading into the weekend. Thank you, Popcorn's thump keg. It's short, 30 seconds, so you have to catch it from the beginning. His delivery was A+, and I trust Popcorn. I, for one, trust him. So we're going to do it. Okay, except it's muted. I'm such a boomer. So we're going to refresh. I'm going to hit like in faith.
A white older lady gets on the elevator with me, and all of a sudden, she clutches her purse. It made me feel some type of way, and then it made the whole situation uncomfortable because I'm pulling, she's pulling, I'm pulling, she's pulling, I'm pulling. I am.
Oh!
A white older lady gets on the elevator with me, and all of a sudden, she clutches her purse. It made me feel some type of way, and then it made the whole situation uncomfortable because I'm pulling, she's pulling, I'm pulling, she's pulling, I'm
nice.
pulling. Just let go of the purse.
That's right. Women always fighting.
A white older lady gets on the elevator with me, and all of a
nice.
sudden,
Thank you,
she clutches her
Popcorn.
purse.
I'm glad that I had faith. Somebody in the audience really loved his joke, says somebody. Right on. I saw this from Popcorn. Control return or control enter. And you know, I had this and watch. I was trying to figure out how to do this. Okay.
It made me feel some type of way, and then it made the whole situation uncomfortable because I'm pulling, she's pulling.
I was trying to make the thing bigger. You know, watch. When you look at, watch my show real quick. And I'm going to hit the equal sign.
I'm pulling, she's pulling.
You see this? I was trying to make the, if you, here, let me mute this. If you hit the equal sign or the hyphen sign, it looks kind of like the, well, it's basically the plus and the minus. I learned this from old, the other C, CLC. If you hit the equal sign, it makes the captions, the closed captions, which are turned on for JLP, Hake, and Anchor Baby sometimes. Nice. It makes the closed captions more readable for those of us who are hard of sight. It's hard to see, so we make the text bigger. But if you hit the hyphen, which looks like the minus sign, then you make the text smaller and more out of the way. So it's a cool thing. I was trying to hit shift to make it actual plus and shift minus, but no, don't hit the shift. And this works on both Mac and PC or whatever the names of these computers are. Pretty cool, huh? That's just a little pro tip. And thank you kindly, Popcorn. Yeah, that was a good delivery. Who was that? I don't know, but nice. Check it out. And what was the title of that video? It was called Awkward Elevator Situation, Drew Thomas, Dry Bar Comedy. Thank you, sir. Glad I trusted you in order to be time efficient, right? Thank you, sir. And another from Popcorn. David from Ocala mentioned the 40 billion, billion, with a B, bailout package going to Argentina, according to these two guys. I haven't looked into it myself. And framed it as these people giving our money away. Where does he think the proposal for giving them the money came from. And who are these people? I disclaim and disavow this question. Who are giving the money away? Kidding around. Whether you agree with the plan or not, just a tiny bit of research can tell you where the plan came from and who supports it. It's ridiculous, says David. We should get these people out of here, then proceeds to talk about Obama writing a book. Well, no, he didn't talk about Obama right away there. He talked about, well, because he's like, even Israel, we shouldn't even give Israel money. And I'm like, well, I like Israel. You and I both like Israel, right? And he's like, yeah, we do, but we shouldn't be giving them so much money or something like that. I don't know. And then I'm like, but what about Bibi? It's the government I don't like of Israel. I'm like, but we like Bibi, right? And then he's like, well, Bibi, I see him as a sponge. I'm like, what do you mean sponge? And then he said, like Hillary or Obama just getting rich off being in the government or something. And then so here's Fox News. Trump doubles down on $20 billion lifeline to Argentina and signals a possible trade deal out October 14th, 2025 AD. The president suggests free trade agreement could be part of a broader economic discussion with Buenos Aires, which is to say good air. That's the capital of Argentina. I learned in Spanish class in high school, although I didn't know it was Argentina. I forgot. So on Tuesday, which was just this week, I guess, or so, Trump administration doubled down on the economic lifeline. So 20 billion, not 40. But that's a currency swap. So we're going to take Argentine bucks and they're going to take American bucks or something like that. To support its efforts, we're going to buy their Argentine bucks. Okay, so we take their Argentine bucks and they take our American bucks, and its efforts to stabilize a faltering economy, also known as globalist, socialist, commie capitalism, perhaps, except that it's Christian because Trump is doing it. We want to help Argentina, Trump said. Free trade agreement could be part of a broader economic discussion with the South American nation. We want it to succeed, said Trump in a meeting with Argentine President Javier Milei. Oh yeah, Milei, he got kind of fat. He's the guy who was taking did he get fat or was he always like that? See, look, there he's like all fit. He's all pretty slim with his crazy hair. He looks, what do you think, you're a beetle? And then later on, I thought I saw him being a little bit chunky, which some people do. Remember DeSantis got heavier. Let me see. Did he get fatter? Maybe it's just a bad picture. Maybe it was a photoshopped thing. I saw on Drudge Report. I guess they were, because I was checking Drudge. It's liberal. It's anti-Trump. But I was just, I don't know. Anyway, okay. All right. Yeah, I forgot that was Argentina. Javier Milei. Milei is like a nice guy, I think, right? He likes Trump anyway, supposedly. Interesting. Obama writing a book about dreams from my father, which is before he ever became president, right? And that might not even have been by him. It was by like a white or Jewish white guy who's a good writer, whereas Obama's not necessarily the writer that his ghostwriter was, or something like that. I don't know. And plus, Obama doesn't love his father. But anyway, yeah, and I don't think of Obama as necessarily enriching himself for the government. Maybe his wife more than him. Sorta. But I just don't think about people being all into money, even though many are. I think of them being into ego, because that's much more relatable. You know what I mean, Jelly Bean? Yes, I do, tennis shoe. Yeah, funny. But that may be his criticism of Trump, because he criticized Trump for Robert Morris and Paula White. Nice, thanks, Popcorn. Sup, Hake, says Cesar Cesar. A couple random questions for you, man. Scale of 1 to 10, 10 being highest. How surprised were you to hear the parents of that deceased black road rager admit their son was wrong? Was it parents or just mother or what? I don't know. I would say I was mildly surprised. I would give it a, I give high marks. You know, I don't believe in grading women by numbers, right? I think, she's in my league. I'll think in a league. That's how worldly I am. It's so worldly, huh? That's not very Christian. She's in my league. She's out of your league, Hake. But anyway, in terms of, and so like I'll give them like a 7 or 8, 9. I don't give anybody a 6. That's mean. A 6 is like a D in grades. You want to give them like a C or a B or an A. Anyway, on a scale of 1 to 10, I was a little more surprised than not. Because even with the video showing it so obvious when they're wrong, they're so obviously wrong, usually it's like, they'll still be unreasonable and still like cry racism. I don't know. So I'll give it like a 6. I was somewhat surprised. Maybe even a 7. I give it a C level surprise. Maybe even an 8. That's a B. Pleasantly surprised. I have a friend who believes he has a higher power creator. Oh, so is this a Freemason? But he doesn't believe in the devil and he thinks it's silly. What are your thoughts on that? I think it's silly to think that there's no devil if you think there's a creator. How did everything higher power creator? Personally, haven't thought that deeply about it, but it's kind of like, what? How do you think the evil came about? The evil comes from the creator? I don't know. I don't get how you can think that it's silly. I don't think how you... Now, maybe his idea about it, he has an idea and a definition of it, and he thinks that's silly. It's kind of like these people who make up this thing about, oh, you're old man sky daddy, they call it. They mock and create this idea about God that they think is right, and then the Christians do that too, and then it's sort of mockable and silly because ideas are wrong. Interesting. I think too, sir, that it's best to know that you don't know rather than to agree or disagree or take a position. And so your friend is foolish. A little bit, it sounds like. But anybody of us judging him is foolish too. Anyway, have you seen the commercial telling people to fight Jewish hate by posting a hashtag with a blue square? No, I haven't seen that. So corny. This had to be some woman who came up with that, right? Ridiculous. It's not going to stop anything. It's going to make everybody it's going to just make them want to genocide them more. I stand with the Jews. Anyway, what do you think about the WikiLeaks emails claiming Obama spent $65,000 on pizzas and hot dogs to be ordered from Chicago to the White House for an event? Wow. Really? This is the first I've heard of it. I bet you that wasn't his personal money. Or if it was, then he's a big spender and that's all ego. But I doubt that it was his personal money. I'm trying to pretend like he's giving back to Chicago. That's not right. Do you believe in magic/rituals to be able to really do things for people who mess with that stuff? I'm not against it entirely, but not really. I think the mind is more powerful than anything. If they can make you believe it, that it's real, then it can be. So I think that you, the victim of the voodoo, would have to know about it, I think. Because then if you know about it, then you get in your head and then you make something happen through your head. Your mind makes it happen because your mind believes it. You know? Because the mind is powerful to keep you sick or to heal you in many different ways, either by strength of mind, strength of will. 100% strength of will. That's not the percentage. To like Bruce Lee, for example, he took up his sickness and weak beta back and threw it in the trash, and then he became strong again, and then he died from aspirin. So I think that your mind can really help in different ways or hurt and hold back in different ways. Fear and belief and confidence, going with God, faith and can-do attitude. Look at Trump, a can-do attitude. Anyway, have a great weekend, everybody. Sunglasses. Thanks, man. Thanks for these coffees. Spine Cone 505, Hake reporting, 5 coffees. Thank you, guys. So cool. And let me just double check on YouTube. Cuckoo Jiao, look up Aghori, demonic Shiva, the demonic Shiva followers. Let me do one more super chat just for this Aghori thing. Aghori. I'm afraid to look. Aghori are Hindu devotees of Shiva, not to be confused with Shiva, which is mourning for the dead among the Jews. Aghoris, or whatever, Hindu devotees of Shiva manifested as Bhairava, and the ascetics like deny themselves supposedly of any pleasure or something like that. I don't know. Who seek liberation, moksha, from the endless cycle of birth, death, and rebirth, samsara. Cover your eyes, kids, and easily disturbed. Skulls and hands, painted bodies. What's that, gal? Hair. Look, they're just trying to look creepy. CNN would cover it. That guy looks like he doesn't belong doing that. Although he's skinny. Terrible. Watch. This is what the Ohio governor is going to be doing pretty soon. He's gonna switch on us. That's nasty. Oh yeah, that was a. Anyway, thank you. Kukuji Ow, you know too much. Shout out. It's not weird. It's just different. So claims the Sesame Street bogus speech propaganda, trying to pretend everything's cool. It's not. It's not right. Okay, so, my goodness, where all have we gone? Let me review real quick. I'm just going to review this. I left off at JC. Okay, that was the popcorn joke. Corn joke. And the closed captions, CC minus equals, hyphen equal sign. And then another popcorn from Trump, Argentina. Very nice. And then another Cesar. A few points. Surprise. No devil. Silly devil. And fighting hate. Ridiculous. Obama. Magic. And then lastly, other coffees and supers. I think. Yeah. And Aghori. Oh, yeah. Aghori, I think. Ugh. Gross. That's nasty. So let's get back to the show, shall we? No anchor baby yet. He's going to come up after the fallen state, okay? And the fallen state is coming up. All right? The lines are full. Well, I got to get to William number 7, who's on the line over here. William number 7, how you doing, sir? What is up?
This ain't number 7.
Oh, William the 3rd. Oh, man.
Michael, shut your gay ass up.
All right.
Check this out, man. What am I looking at? I'm not actually looking at an Archie cartoon. What is your problem, dude?
What's wrong with Archie?
What is your... You know what, James? You'll laugh at this. Years ago when I graduated from school, man, I got offered a teaching job.
Nice.
And I can imagine Nick and Derek and you and some other kids in the class. And this is why I didn't take the job. Because a lot of teachers used to be, like, I'm a fabricator, it's a lot of different things, and that's what teachers used to bring to the table.
So teachers knew how to build things and do different skills.
Pretty much, yeah. Okay.
They already had manly jobs, you're saying.
Right.
And skills, abilities.
You James. I could see myself telling Derek and Nick to get their math books out. We're going to do some fractions until lunchtime. And then you would walk up to my desk. I know you would. And look at me and say, Matilda Gorilla. And you know what would happen to you?
I would be benched at recess.
I'd kick you up your rear end so hard I'd change your last name and tell you to take that ball with you down to the office. Ridiculous, too. Now, let's get to some... What have you been talking about today?
Not much.
Scared
Robert Morris.
You're scared you don't lose your supercharge. Let me say anything that people like to hear. You're a liberal. I heard you the other day with that illegal in Chicago. Who's going to make your breakfast burritos? Hey,
your phone is a little messed up, William the 3rd, but you heard me with that guy is not necessarily illegal. He's a patriot.
Illegal.
He's just friends, family, maybe, with illegals.
I don't care if you wear a MAGA hat, you're illegal.
Right.
Okay. And
I meant to put out that clip. I still haven't got to it.
David is right. That did change that. See, no, they actually, with the guy that got shot on the freeway out there, they actually changed their mind. Say it right. Because Black Lives Matter was there, and they were already trying to say it was racist until they found out the guy was wrong and he's dead.
Oh, yeah, of course. Yeah, the video just showed it undeniably.
Yeah, the
guy picked a fight with a cop and then pointed a gun at him and got shot.
Say it like it really is. Because they did try to paint that racist narrative.
Interesting. Wow.
And then this other thing on the train about the dog the other day. May I ask you a question?
The train, your phone is really crunchy today. Are you
the woman with the dog on the train.
Yeah, the black woman who didn't like the dog on the train touching her on the Jesse Lee Peterson show this week.
Yeah. Let me give you a list of guys. Big Pump, Rick, beautiful Keith in Illinois, me, Hassan, all these men of color. Never say what you just said this week. Didn't you say you liked her?
Yeah, I was like, she's kind of cute.
Why?
Because she's
Let me turn around and look at the TV.
she's
Look at
out
me.
she's
Why?
outspoken,
Uh-huh.
and her skin seems smooth.
You know what's so phony about what you just said?
What?
I'm going to give you a list of neighborhoods. This is just in L.A. Jordan Downs, Rudis Park, 8th Street next to the Crips, East Coast Crips, Treetop Tyrone. You don't have to go to the subways to see them ratchet ghetto horseluts.
Uh-huh.
You got it right down there. You know what I don't like about what you said? You think black women, that you're the depiction of black women? Let me tell you something. You won't even go around now. Go back to Jesse Studio.
That's true. I do stay clear.
So why did you say you liked her?
Just from far away.
You like to say things that people want to hear, huh? So what is your depiction of black people? You think we run around with black leather coats and dark sunglasses? Is that your depiction of us? Are women a source of entertainment for you?
A little bit. Sometimes.
Go to the East Coast Crip neighborhood and say
that. No. Why are you trying to get me in trouble? Oh,
Dude,
man.
Stop it. And put that, don't you reach for that ball. Don't you dare.
What, you talking about the ball Earth?
We were looking at the Rocket the other day. You know, you ever see the expression on Bill's face when he listens to you?
On whose face? On Derek's face?
We're looking at, no, Bill.
Oh, yeah, Bill has great expressions.
You give me those expressions.
That's funny.
We're looking at the Rocket, and then you grab the ball. Why?
Because I like the ball Earth, and I like the flat Earthers somewhat. At arm's length.
How much is this? These Archies and these little paintings you showed. How much do they pay? What's the GDP on that?
Oh, I couldn't say.
By James.
They're collector's items by now.
Man.
They're collector's items now. It's from the 80s.
Whatever.
I appreciate it, William. That was a fun call.
All right, man. Take care, man.
All right. You as well. Bye.
All right.
There's that black gal. So he doesn't believe me. He thinks that I shouldn't be saying she's kind of cute. Look at those big old glasses and that cute hair. Fake hair. Temu, they were calling it. Temu is a Chinese brand. Interesting. All right. Okay. Let me get to Rob in NorCal, I'm pretty sure, not SoCal. Rob, are you there?
Yes, Hake, I'm here.
And it's NorCal, right?
Yes, Northern California, correct.
Cool.
Beautiful wine country. Okay, so I wanted to walk you guys through this fake space launch you guys are all amazed about.
Yeah, wasn't that awesome?
It was awesomely hilarious. All right, so there's 3 stages to this. All right, so the first one is, and I did send you some emails. So if you look at slide number 2, it has a picture of a green screen pool in space. So that will help with this little story here. So the first stage is a real launch, right? They really launch a rocket up there, and the rocket goes up, and it starts to go sideways, and then they cut to the second stage. The second stage is a camera, or is a green screen pool where they have a rocket already set up in a pool, and on the green screen they have a picture of their ball Earth behind it. So in that pool, and there's even like some bubbles that fly up because they can't get all the air out of that. They're just not the greatest at everything.
Yeah.
And so the second stage is in that pool where it shows you, and it looks like it's floating up there. Well, it's in water, and there's a screen behind it. So they just kind of tilt it, and they're like, "Oh, look, it's up in space. Look how amazing it is."
Yeah.
And then
then it kind of so smart.
Yeah. And then
is this for movie taping, or what was this? What was this? A
What is
movie
that?
taping? Yeah, this thing.
No, that is what they're actually doing. That's what they do right there. Look, it's all the exact same stuff. This is your space. Space is in your mind. It's
no,
a
but
cage
every
in your
picture
mind.
ain't this. Some pictures are real.
No, they're not. They're all that.
How did they
They're
do?
all that. Well,
how did they do the Earthrise?
Well, okay. So there's another image that I sent you where it shows the ball Earth from like 2002, and then another one from like 2008, 12, or something like that. And the cloud patterns are exactly the same. They're like they didn't even change all of the clouds. Like they just kind of took the same cloud layover, and then they just used it over again like 10 years later. All right. So
Is that all from the same email?
There's two emails. The two Earth one I think is also in that same. Yeah.
Is it
all right,
bad
so
for
the
me
one
to
that you're
show
looking
my
at now?
emails? I don't know if it's good for me to show my emails. You're tricking me.
Is it?
Okay. Anyway.
No, I'm not trying to show your email. Particularly. What you can do is you can is that one with the high altitude.
Okay.
Where it's still flat. That was a good one. There's the globe tonight.
Right.
Where the
121,000 feet. Okay. 121.
Yeah, it's still flat.
1,000.
Oh, you just doxed me. That's okay.
Yes.
And,
sorry.
That's okay. And then I also have the so the fisheye lens, and then
so that's 22. That's only 23 miles off the Earth. Here, let me take this.
Yeah, but that's like going back to you can't have it both ways. Well, if you take those images and just download them, then you can show it without showing all the emails. But it's all good.
Yeah, but I can't do this on the fly, man. I'm a boomer.
That's okay.
Okay.
And then you saw the one where it shows the flight path, where it's like on a ball you would fly like north, and then you'd fly south, but you're actually flying straight on a flat Earth. But anyways, getting back to stage 3. So stage 3 with the landing of that rocket, that's all just AI. They flip it back to AI, and then it's a completely different camera. They're like, oh yeah, they're on a boat somewhere watching the rocket land, and it turns, and then it lands on the rocket end of the ship. It doesn't just dump down in the water. Like that's not possible. That's why Elon Musk said that thing one time where he's like, you know it's real because of how fake it looks.
Huh.
They're saying the quiet part out loud. So realize real lies, you know, and then for the people that say, oh, it doesn't really matter.
How do you know your eyes are real?
I don't even know. I don't even know if I am real. But for the people that say stuff like that, like why does it matter to me? It doesn't matter if it's flat or if it's a ball. Well, it in the physical sense, no, it doesn't. But there's a philosopher, I can't remember his name, but one of his quotes was, "To see the cage is to be free of it." And that's the thing. Like when they can get these lies past everybody, you know, and they can make you believe, oh, we're on a flying space boat, so we're trapped, so science is real, you know, and I just Googled Freemasonry, and no, they're not into Satanism. Like, you know, it's like, okay, Google told me so. You know, that's none of that is logical, critical. Sorry, my daughter. Is logical, critical analysis.
Cute, you know, hammering.
Yes. She's banging. She's gonna be a great helper.
You know, this meme is a poor meme. It shows poor logic. This ball earthers be like, you're too small to see the curve, but I can watch the ship at sea fall behind the curve. Because the curve, you can see further straight than you can see sideways across from one end to the other.
Yeah.
You notice that? And so, like, you're looking at the same drop-off all around you. So, of course, it's going to look like a flat, straight circle. It's basically a flat-shaped edge of a circle, which is
if it was a ball.
And so, therefore... the drop off, it makes sense that you would see the drop off. That's why this horizon is just dropping off. So, right?
Yeah. Yeah, but you shouldn't be able to see it at all. The horizon shouldn't extend out because the drop-off would have been there.
But the drop-off is the horizon.
Yeah, but the drop-off would still be...
When you go higher, you can see further. Right?
Yeah, you can sort of.
Yeah,
sort of.
Totally.
There's a physical... You can see further on a flat Earth, but not on a ball.
You can see
you just can't
you can see further on a ball Earth than a flat Earth.
No.
Yeah. Yeah, huh?
Mm-mm.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
We're like 5. We're 2 5-year-olds fighting, or 7th graders. I argued with my 7th grade about the Trinity. My 7th grade Jehovah's Witness friend about Jesus being the Son of God. What the heck? Or whatever.
Oh, yeah.
Anyway, and we talked like that.
Yeah. Yeah. That's so funny. And going to the Bible, right? Everybody believes the Bible up to a point, but then when it talks about the firmament, it's like, oh, not that part,
But the firmament, I believe it too. You're just misinterpreting what the firmament is.
Negative, ghostwriter. No.
How do you know that you're not misinterpreting it?
Well, I mean, it says that it's stable. It says that the Earth is fixed and stable. So having everybody believe that it's not stable and it's really spinning around. So with all these sixes, it's spinning around 666 miles an hour, and it's flying through space 666 million miles, and it's all 666. I mean, even pattern recognition could be like, why is everything 666?
Versus a flat Earth, a person who's this tall can see all the way over here, whereas a person who's this tall can only see all the way over here. It's the same amount.
No.
On the ball, you can see further. Because if you're teeny tiny, say you're teeny tiny, you can only see this far.
No, see, and so here's the other thing.
Whereas if you're taller, you can see this far. But you're still only seeing and this person who's standing here can only see this far. But the taller person who can see this far. Well, whereas the equator is way over down here. So you're never seeing the whole hemisphere. So you may not see the globe.
You can just hold up your balloon ball and have your eye level, and then bring your eye up, and then but there's a physical absence of the rest of the balloon that you're not going to see no matter how high you go.
Yeah, you will.
Right? No, it'd be like those. I mean,
at
those
millions
fake pictures.
At hundreds, at 90 million miles away or whatever, you're going to see practically the whole hemisphere.
Yeah, but you're not going to see the other side of the hemisphere.
But if you're up close here, you only see. I only see to here.
On a flat Earth, you see the whole thing. You'd see the whole entire Earth. You wouldn't see half of the Earth. Yeah. Yeah, no. The cognitive dissonance is real.
No, you.
Yeah. Oh man, I can't wait for this debate that you're gonna have, dude. I hope you kill it.
Thank you, man. I appreciate that.
Yeah, totally. It's gonna be fun for real. Yeah, we'll get to some of those other sides. I did send you a slide also too about those angles. Oh, and the climate one there too. That one's also in there.
I'll have to check it out, man.
Okay, yeah. I've taken up a lot of time. I'll just get out of here on that. But next time we'll talk about those angles in the climate for you and a big bump and all that.
Nice. I appreciate that.
All right. I appreciate y'all, man. Y'all have a great weekend.
You too. Take care, sir.
All right. Thank you.
All right.
All right. You too. Later.
Bye. Oh, man. Okay, so Garrett in New Hampshire wanted to get on, looking for answers in the wrong place. Indeed. I totally relate to that. Alan in Michigan wanted to talk about Rob. Brandy in Hawaii asking if I go to Laguna Beach. It's been a while. JC in Little Rock, Arkansas, wants to talk about his dispute with me. Guys, I cannot get to you. Peace in the Middle East, or at least in your hearts. The fallen state is coming up next. Okay? So, like Rob, I gotta skedaddle. Ska, keyword ska. So take care, everybody. And see you on Sunday. And I'll get to the rest of your super chats and all that stuff. Bye, guys. Fallen State up next, then Anchor Baby. Take care. Oh, man.